Hi Cancers, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori. This week we're going to take a look at October 6th through the 12th. We do have a full moon in Aries on the 6th, which is going to be about releasing those old identities. For you guys, I was picking up on an energy of like a choice that you're going to have to maybe make, maybe in regards to relationships this week. But it definitely feels like there's a choice in something that has to do with partnerships or community. Something like that coming through for you Cancers, okay? Bottom deck energy is a time for healing, the balsamic moon. I'm going to get all your cards out. The Canada Goose with invest in community. I love this. So you may be faced with a choice around who you're going to allow to progress with you, okay? Something like that is coming through, but it definitely feels like a choice is going to need to be made this week. A blessing to heal a relationship. Cards that came out is nothing will come of this situation. This is the void of course moon. You have the loon energy here with deep or dive deep. I love that. It's almost like you got to come out of your shell to be able to assess this. And then you have a blessing to find your way. Okay, so some of you absolutely. Community was coming out too. Let me get the rest of your cards out. But I am seeing a ton of moon energy, but I'm also seeing the reversal too, guys. I'm seeing the sun and the moon. So again, it could be a choice between what your subconscious wants to do, like those deeply embedded fears, versus what you know is best for you. You know, like something like that. Okay. Yeah. Woo. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Definitely, guys, there's some type of choice in regards to where you want to invest, okay? Like there's something coming up this week that's challenging your mental space. It feels like someone, I'm not going to lie, this feels like a third-party situation, but it doesn't feel like you're involved in a third party. So let me explain before you just say I'm out of here. Your cards out are the Three of Pentacles. Let me show you the cards and then I'll tell you what I was seeing. Then the Three of Cups, and then you have the Seven of Swords. So it feels to me for sure like there could be someone from your past that comes up and maybe attempts to reconcile with you. But you could already be invested in another relationship, or maybe investing in connecting with someone else. You may be building a friendship with someone that you may be romantically interested in. I kept seeing the Two of Cups when I was shuffling your cards. And for some of you, you are going to be faced with a decision as to whether or not the old or the new is what's best for you. There's something about someone attempting to connect to you through like history is how this feels to me. Maybe someone saying like, you know, I want us to get back together, and when we get back together, like let's collaborate because I'm, you know, like I'm what's best for you. Guys, this is like storyline is so clear to me. Okay, the way the spirit is showing it is like they could be saying invest in me because I'm the best option for you. And I think the message like clearly is coming through to me that you're really being asked to assess which way is going to provide you with what you really desire. See, there's a huge difference between the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a fun time. It's a good time. It's a temporary time. The Three of Pentacles leads to the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And this is the reason why. The Three of Cups will lead you into the Four of Cups energy where you are feeling bored and melancholic, disappointed in your choices, right? The Three of Pentacles will lead you into the Four of Pentacles, which can be an energy of desiring to kind of hold on to something or need to control. Okay, so it's almost like you're being asked, do you want like the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Pentacles? Okay, because that's how this feels to me. This feels to me like this Three of Cups energy could be someone who you may have a good time with. They could, I don't know why this is coming through, y'all, but they could like tickle you regarding the old version of you. You know, like, okay, so say for example, you you used to be one way, like maybe you used to like party and hang out and like to have lots of fun. You know, this could even be like schmexual energy, honestly, guys. But maybe you used to like to do things like that, and you have worked on yourself. You've, you know, matured, and now you're like, you know what? That's not what I want. Like, I don't want that life. So you could have left that person behind. And then now you're starting this investment with someone else. This person could feel like they're a part of your community, your tribe. Like maybe you feel spiritually connected to this person. Maybe you feel like this person is on the same page as you, like you have the same vision, goals, ideas, something like that, okay? Because the Three of Pentacles is all about collaborating with people who have the same vision in mind, meaning these individuals here are working towards the same goal. So like I gave the example in another reading of like the Mona Lisa, right? And I think it's Michelangelo that made the Mona Lisa. I'm pretty sure. I used to take art classes in college and I just don't remember anymore. But whoever the artist was, I think it was Michelangelo. Say, for example, he was painting something, and say he brought in like a collaborator on the Mona Lisa. That person would have had to have the same idea and vision as him in order for them to come up with a masterpiece. And it feels like you may be collaborating with someone on this end who is on the same page as you. But maybe you feel like it's not necessarily as passionate or like as fun, right? Because sometimes with the Three of Pentacles, you can get so stuck on like the outcome, right? Like we need to finish this project. You like kind of like a relationship that turns into like a business partnership, right? You can get caught up in that energy if you're not cautious. And for some of you, you could be tempted by someone who is coming in or back into your life that wants to offer you some type of fun. If this is not like a third party where there's another person coming in, like where you actually are with somebody and then somebody else comes back, it could be just that you're being faced with temptations this week and you're really having to like you're being asked by spirit to assess what it is that you truly desire, because the Seven of Swords is the last card out here, guys. And with the Seven of Swords next to the Three of Cups, that's an energy of absolute deception. It's an energy of someone who wants to take something from you but not reciprocate and give that back to you. This is absolutely the energy of something or someone wanting to come in for fun, but not create something that is long-term. This is someone who could come in with a different motive in mind. Someone who could come in with deception, with lies, with envy, with jealousy. Someone who could come in with some type of challenges. Another storyline that's interestingly enough coming through is that for some of you, this could be the person that you're dealing with, and they could be faced with someone coming in trying to challenge your relationship. But it does feel to me like this is you, and you're going to be asked to make a choice this week. And Spirit is advising you to invest in your community. And then look at here, you have the beaver energy underneath this. Let me get it up. With remain focus. With remain focus. So for some of you, absolutely, this feels to me like you're being tempted by something this week and you're being asked to assess it. With nothing will come of this situation, it feels to me like if you're not able to illuminate your truth and find clarity in your emotions, then you're probably going to have a heck of a time this week with making this decision. Nothing will come of this situation is for you to assess which situation is going to provide you with that nothing. Because the void of course moon is just giving me like the energy of if you take this course, you can end up void. With a voided check. Okay, so think about a check. When you void a check out, that means it can't be used. And this is how Spirit is just giving it to me. So it's like if you choose this option, you could end up with a voided check. The check will bounce, right? So you're not going to actually receive anything on it. If you make this other choice, then you could end up with all the money that you desire. So it's something like that, guys. It could be even something tangible or material that you're having to make a decision about, but Spirit is asking you to dig deep regarding what it is that you truly desire. There's something about seeing things in black and white too. Like while you're assessing and evaluating, analyzing, it's almost like Spirit is saying, this is this person, this is this person. Assess them, two individuals. What is it that you get from this person? What is it that you get from this person? And what is it that you want? Who gives you what it is that you desire? Because this time for you is about you healing. Healing the past energy is coming through very, very, very strongly. You could be dealing with someone in that Three of Pentacles energy that is challenging for you. Because look at this. You have the new moon in Scorpio energy with work through your fears. So this person could be triggering you through emotions, causing you to tap into some stuff that you maybe have wanted to overlook and things like that. And Spirit is advising you to work through those fears, but also to allow yourself to heal. So this is going to require you to go deeper. The blessing is that you have been putting in the work, Cancers. You've been putting in the work. Okay. And I'm pretty confident that you're going to make the right decision to invest in only what is going to invest in you. You're moving out of chaos and conflict into calmer, less stormy waters. And Spirit is blessing you by helping you to find your way this week. This is amazing. I love this. I love how, you can see when someone has actually put in the work. This Seven of Swords energy with this Three of Cups energy is not even as like scary as it could be. And the reason why is because it's really like you are going to show up for what's best for you. And that's what Spirit is saying. Make the choice that aligns with your destiny, not the choice that aligns with your desires right now. All right, Cancers, thank you guys for watching. If this resonates with you, feel free to drop a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for being here. Have a beautiful week. Oh, let me tell you one thing. The full moon in Aries is on the 6th. Aries energy is all about, it's in the full moon while we're looking in Libra season, okay? This is about releasing old identities related to your relationship. So anything regarding how you handle relationships, how you show up in relationships, and how you allow others to show up for you and to you in those relationships is going to be addressed this month, specifically this week. This is also like a major full moon. Full moons are all about releasing. Okay, you can go look at astrology videos to find out, because I'm not an astrologist. I don't know a whole lot about it, but you can look at astrology videos to kind of get more information on it. But because this is like a fancier one, of like the bigger like super moons or something like that, I heard somebody say that anyways. Because of that, your identity and how you show up in relationships is going to be challenged. And so for a lot of you, you could be tempted by something else this week as a temptation to see how you're going to respond. Are you showing up as the new version of yourself and serious about it? Or are you showing up as the old version of yourself and playing a game? So Spirit is really like challenging you this week to show up as the best version of you by releasing those old identities around how you do relationships and partnerships. And it's not just you guys, it's all signs that are going through this. This week is intense and it's very, consuming. The energy is very strong of how are you showing up and how are you allowing other people to show up in your life. But just allow yourself to ground in who you are, ground in the work that you've already invested in, and know that better is on the other side of this. All right, guys, thanks again. Forgive my blabbering. Have a great night. I'll see you next. Thanks for watching. Bye.